Tell me that I want to give you some love.
Oh, I can do with some of that this morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Breakfast Daily, wherever it is you're watching us from. It's a beautiful, beautiful Friday. I know some of you are watching from across the continent of Africa. Absolutely. On DSTV 363, GoTV 182. Yes, and if you're watching on Facebook, wherever you are, send us messages. Hashtag is Breakfast Daily. WhatsApp line is 0550585832. My name is David Sakyi.
And my name is Apiorkor, and you're very, very, very welcome. We've had a very interesting week, but it's Friday.
It's Friday.
I don't know what that means these days in Corona times.
I know, right?
But it's Friday. We're excited, and we're here to keep you company this morning. There's a lot to come. I mean, from the Discovery segment, there's a very, very amazing,
that gentleman,
phenomenal young gentleman who'll be joining us for that. And then our personality today, she's full of fire. And then our relationship segment, very interesting conversations to come. I mean, there's just so much to talk about this morning, including the spelling bee, which will be carrying live on Citi TV tomorrow. So, I mean, stay tuned, stay with us, and we'll be right back. Do remember to use the hashtag Breakfast Daily.
Yes, and the WhatsApp line is 0550585832. And, you know, as we're having fun and everything else, the news doesn't stop. There are things that are going on around the country and so on and so forth. So we want to take some of our news roundups. You know, we talked to you earlier on in the week that we're going to be doing this every day. So news roundup is something that we're going to be bringing to you from different parts of the country. So stay tuned for that. Let's take something from the Upper West this morning. Let's listen to what is coming from the Upper West.
Welcome to News Roundup on Citi TV. My name is Latif Mahama. The news. A downpour that hit parts of the Upper West region has worsened the already deplorable nature of roads in the area. The situation has resulted in increased traveling hours in the region, with some communities cut off. Residents are therefore calling on the government to come to their aid by fixing the roads. In other news, over 15,000 eligible voters spread across various communities in the Upper West region cannot find their names in the ongoing voter exhibition exercise. Citi News checks at the Upper West Regional Office of the Electoral Commission indicate that the omissions have been recorded in all the 11 constituencies of the Upper West region. The Nandom and Jirapa constituencies are the worst affected, where over 10,000 names are reported to have been omitted from the provisional register. Affected persons, fearing they will be disenfranchised in the upcoming December 7 elections, have made a passionate appeal to the Electoral Commission to rectify the anomaly. Meanwhile, the Upper West Regional Director of the Electoral Commission, Ali Osman, has assured that efforts are underway to include all affected persons in the register. Finally, police have impounded a cargo truck loaded with rosewood at Glan, a farming community in the Wa East district of the Upper West region. The truck, with registration number GT9557H, was arrested following an alarm by youth in the community. The driver of the vehicle managed to escape, leaving his mate, who was arrested by the police. The Forestry Commission has placed a ban on the harvesting and exploitation of rosewood in the country. However, some individuals are still engaged in the harvesting of the product on the blind side of the authorities. A member of the Anti-Rosewood Harvesting Committee at the Glan community, Na Alhaji Kadir Seidu Saleh, in a Citi News interview, expressed their resolve to enforce the ban. He said the youth will not sit unconcerned while unscrupulous individuals destroy the already fragile ecology of the Wa East district to the detriment of the people. Reporting for Citi News, my name is Latif Mahama.
So you just heard from the Upper West Regional Correspondent of Citi News, Latif Mahama. And now we go to Benjamin Aklama, who's standing by in the Volta region. There's a lot going on there this morning. He's specifically at Tefle. So let's speak to him and see what's happening there. Good morning, Benjamin.
Good morning.
How are you doing? How are you doing, Benjamin?
I'm doing okay.
Good. So please tell. I'm very well, thank you. So please tell us what's happening there.
So we woke up this morning to news that the entry points into the Volta region at least 3 points have been blocked by people suspected to be the groups advocating for the cessation of Volta region or part of the country from the Ghana as it is currently constituted, on ground that this area used to be part of colonial Western Togoland, after which they say that there was a referendum to agree to be part of Ghana for 50 years. And the argument is that the 50 years has elapsed, and that they are making a case for this part of the country, which stretches from the Volta region to the Oti region to part of the Bono region, should be taken out of Ghana as it's currently constituted. And that's what they've been advocated for historically. They've held a number of activities, at the point held a program to declare the area independent of Ghana. A number of them have been arrested, prosecuted. Sometimes they were charged for treason, and the case was dismissed at some point in time. And as we speak now, there's no known case in court regarding the Homeland Study Group, which has been the group advocating for the cessation. But we just woke up this morning to the development that flags of the Western Togoland group has been mounted at several entry points into the country.
Okay, so Benjamin, I'd like to know what's the current security situation, Benjamin?
And also at Japan, around Bon, around Azeime here as well, at Mestre as well. So
okay, so Benjamin, so what's the current security situation?
And the flags were mounted. It took the naval team around Sulakofe this morning to come and dismiss the group that blocked the road for traffic to flow. So as I'm speaking to you now, there is a free flow of traffic, but it took the naval team from the area to come and disperse the group. Some people have suffered gunshots. I'm in a house now where there are at least 4 people who say they are members of the group who have been shot in the leg. They are scared to speak to me on record because they fear that they are arrested. They also will not be able to go to the hospital because they fear they'll be arrested. And so they are in the house here, and that's the situation in the Volta region this morning. Okay,
so the Navy or the naval team that came through has left the scene?
Yes, the naval team.
Okay, do we have any military? Okay, so the police are there now.
That was that the police were driving away. 3 of them were captured. We are not sure what is their state now, but the Western Togoland said that they had 3 policemen in their custody.
Okay, all right, Benjamin. Thank you very much. We'll keep in touch with you to see what's happening and follow the situation, and just pay attention to how things are unfolding. And please do stay safe.
Thank you.
Okay. So you've been listening to me or watching me speak to Benjamin Aklama on the phone. He's our Volta regional correspondent, and he was giving us an update on what's been going on there. Western Togoland sympathizers, if you know that story or that situation, have this morning had blocked all the entry points into the Volta region, but the situation has been brought under control, Benjamin tells us, by the naval team in the area, and the police have taken over. So,
yeah. We also have reports from the Western region. Let's listen to Akwesi Ejeanim.
Welcome to today's news roundup from the Western region, and I am Akwesi Ejeanim. Residents of Sekendi Takrady have expressed disappointment with successive government for failing to build in the Western region a befitting regional hospital. Speaking to Citi News, residents said it is unfair that a region so endowed with natural resources would have to be referring critical medical cases to the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. The Effiong Kwanta Regional Hospital, which serves as the regional hospital, they say, is in such a deplorable state. Residents have thus urged the current government to keep its promises to rehabilitate the Apiorkor Kwanta Regional Hospital in Sekondi and also build a new regional hospital. In other news, some residents of Sekondi Takoradi have described as dishonorable the fight that ensued between the MP for Takwa Nswayim, George Mrikuduka, and the Western Regional MPP Secretary Charles Bisio. According to the residents who spoke to Citi News, such internal fights have the tendency to spill over to the national level if not checked. They are disappointed such an incident involved a member of parliament and a presidential staffer. Finally, the medical director of the Effiong Kwanta Regional Hospital, Dr. Joseph Kojo-Tambell, says the current stage of Ghana's COVID-19 fight is more critical as there is the possibility of recording a second intense wave of cases. He warned against the non-observance of COVID-19 protocols, which he explained can propel a second wave of infections. He said there is adequate evidence available of countries who relaxed after doing well and started recording spikes in cases. Dr. Tambell said this when Technip FMC, an oil and gas service provider, donated 50,000 Ghana cedis worth of personal protective equipment to the Sekondi-based hospital. And that ends today's Western Regional News Roundup, and I am.
All right, so that was Akwesi Eje name from a Western region. Now, Apiorkor, the issues in the Volta region are a little disturbing.
A little.
Well, I mean, I'm just being
I'm
being generous with my.
I'm scared.
It's
that's the honest truth.
It shouldn't be happening.
It shouldn't be.
And I ask questions about intelligence gathering and so on because we seem to pride ourselves to have solid intelligence on the ground and everything else. But look, there was a bunch of police squad that were besieged and their weapons were seized.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How do you not even pick up intelligence to make sure that such a thing doesn't happen?
And this was a coordinated attack.
Of course.
Whether they did it guerrilla style, whatever it is, it was a coordinated attack. And I just feel as though, like you're saying, if our security intelligence was working the way it should be, this should have. How can you block? Look, we are talking about a whole region.
Yeah.
We're talking about a whole region. I mean, just look at that.
I know
we have it on our screens.
I know Tefle was blocked. Tefle, where Benjamin was reporting from, was blocked. I know there were other places that were blocked.
And these are major entry points into the Volta region.
Yeah.
And you see, in all of this, we can stand here or sit here or do whatever it is and say, oh, it's in the Volta region, it's far away. But you see, people have family members there.
Of course.
And human beings are there.
Yeah.
So in all of this, most of the time what happens is that civilians get caught in the crossfire. So somebody is just walking to their farm, going to a neighbor's house, going about their normal day, and then they get hit by a stray bullet or get beaten or thrown somewhere.
Yeah, my concern is even with the escalation of this into something more sinister. Right? So it's very, very, very important.
And again, we are in an election year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure this is happening because they're trying to get the government's attention. Or the attention of the political parties. Please, let's allow peace to prevail. If you have issues or you have wants or whatever, let's sit down and talk. This is unnecessary. Look at that, burning things. It's complete lawlessness.
I think, and that's the issue. You see, when they think initially started,
because you feel that 50 years since we said, oh, okay, constitutionally or from a colonial constitution or colonial doing.
Those are agreements that were signed.
We've broken away from what was the original Western Togo and 50 years have passed. So we did 50 years have passed. We are going to do it. Let's stop this.
I think if the argument they are making doesn't hold water, because for me the 1992 constitution should have been the place where they made a case to say that, listen, we are part of Ghana for now, but there's a time that's going to come based on this other constitution that we agreed to, that 50 years when it's up, we're going to secede from Ghana. And you don't wait for the constitution to be done. We've gone down 30 years down the road. We are not coming to make noise. And I think that intelligence needs to be beefed up. Security needs to be beefed up. We need to make sure that we quell all these little hot spots that are trying to swell up. Because look, there are countries that these things started, people were joking with it, they played around with it. Before you realize it got out of hand.
Absolutely.
We don't want anything like that to happen in this country. This should not get out of hand.
So please, we're calling on the security forces. The Navy, great job. You've brought the situation under control for now. Police have taken over the military. Please be on your guard and protect Ghana, because that is what you're meant to do.
Yeah.
Make sure that peace remains and prevails, and then protect the citizens of Ghana and the territory of Ghana. Yeah. Please, we're pleading with you to make sure that you do what we know you do best and what you can do.
Yeah. Well, talking about bringing you updates and talking about the history of Ghana and all of those things, Voter's Diary does come on your screens every 3 p.m. on Citi TV, but it starts earlier at 1 p.m. on 97.3 Citi FM. So don't miss any of it. Citi FM will be hosted by Abena Ampedu, and on Citi TV it will be hosted by Vivian Kai Loco.
That's
so
right.
Make sure you don't miss any of that. Those will bring you the rich updates that you need to make an informed choice.
Definitely.
Election.
And remember that Class Act will come your way at 5:30 p.m. today, Monday to Friday, on a normal day or normal week. And just make sure that your kids, your children, if you're a student, and particularly an SHS student, you're at home, you tune in and get the fillers that you need to make sure that you're not losing touch with your academics while this pandemic still blazes on. And it is still with us.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. It's Friday. I've been seeing cars parked at places, on Friday nights. Let's do everything with moderation and caution.
It's
so
important.
that the levels we've brought the coronavirus to the COVID-19 pandemic to in Ghana, we're able to maintain them and further, push them down. Okay?
Yeah.
And then Hello, Mr. President.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. President comes on your screens every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. It's a very, very important a segment of our shows for us. It's absolutely important for you to send us all those messages that of things that are happening in your communities. Be it roads. This week we had something to do with roads and flooding, culverts that were challenged and was causing flooding and so on. People had built in the wrong places and had been permitted by duty bearers to do so. We also had issues of lack of sanitary facilities. The toilets are not available, public toilets are not available, and so on, and lack of potable water, all those things. So, Hello, Mr. President is that show. Send us your 60-second videos by email or by WhatsApp. So the WhatsApp line is 0550585832, and then also email is hellomrpresidentTV@gmail.com. Let us know what it is that's going on, and we will call the duty bearers and make sure that they fix the situation.
That's right. So let's take a break, and when we come back, the show continues. It's a Friday fun morning. Yeah, there are a few things happening around the country, but let's just remain calm and trust that our security services will bring everything under control.
Hi there. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends.
This is Breakfast Daily on Citi TV.
Join the Breakfast Daily team Monday through Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 10. Join us for breakfast daily, only on Citi TV.